in like Atlanta when they shut down everything.
Right, but see, that mindset is you're living in a country that is making you put work over people, work over health, it's like, I got to earn that. If you don't realize that the mindset that wanted you to go back out there no matter what the risks was because your bills were on your back. So you live in a country that's not caring for its people so badly and has so many financial demands on you because capitalism and greed, where somebody wants to walk away with a $400 million bonus, UAW.
But those people,
no, my point is that's the culture. That's why other countries like to invest in the United States, because we don't sleep. No, we work ourselves to death. Welcome to another episode of Diva Court.
We here, y'all.
I'm your host, Marcia Mignot, and with me is my co-diva, Dana Smith.
That's me.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is season 3, episode 2, and we're coming out the blocks with a whole lot of hot topics today. But before we get there, I just want to inform you that we do not own the rights to anything we're going to talk about. Nor are we liable for her feelings, because I'm going to hurt them today. You can tell? Can you tell that I'm going to hurt feelings today?
What you mad for?
This show is for edutainment purposes only. Please look for our episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe. Find us on Spotify. Apple Podcasts. And Google Podcasts. And whatever fan base thing she wants to talk about. Look for our videos every Wednesday on YouTube when we push them out so you can see the beautiful colors. All right.
Where'd you get a list?
So, one down when you got your speech impediment.
Well, only one of us can have it. Somebody has to make this show seem a little bit more
Look,
formal.
I just wanted you to feel
only
welcome.
Only one of us can have one. Okay?
I just wanted you to feel
Stop
welcome.
trying to do my thing. That's my bit.
I just wanted you to feel
That's
welcome.
My bit.
I just wanted you to feel welcome.
Hey, I don't
Do you
need
feel
the help.
welcome?
I don't need the help. I got
welcome.
it all. I got it all held
You
down
can do that by
myself.
yourself?
Yes, I can do it by myself.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Trump's co-defendant, Scott Hall, has pled guilty.
Guilty to what?
Conspiracy to interfere with elections in the state of Georgia. And he has also, this is the good part of his plea, agreed to testify against his co-defendants who assisted with tampering with the election equipment.
So what does that mean? He pleads guilty to what exactly? You know how you're in the court and they say you have to say exactly what you did. What did he say he did?
No. I don't know what plea you have gone
That's
to.
not the thing.
No.
I done watched Law and Order like twice.
Listen to me. The Law and Order you watching.
So the judge don't say, like, when you go up there and you're like, okay, you're pleading guilty. Now you have to state for the record what happened. And then you have to state the fact pattern.
No, ma'am.
And get that correct.
No, ma'am.
Like a game show. In order for the judge, let me finish.
Let you finish?
Yes.
Okay, finish pleading.
Attorney who's been doing this for a long ass time.
Go ahead and plead.
Let me say what I want to
What the Law and Order stuff is.
Right.
And then you want me to clean it.
Exactly.
Okay. Clean up on our
and
5.
Don't you have to say, like, I took the knife and I stabbed him 5 times and he hit the floor, turned to the side. You know, like, don't you have to state the evidence so that we know that you did it on purpose? That doesn't happen?
No.
That doesn't happen for real?
It does not.
Not even a little bit?
Not even a little bit.
Partial?
What happens in a plea deal is when you take the podium, you get sworn in. After you get sworn in, the judge looks at the prosecutor and say, Madam or Mr. Prosecutor, please give me the factual basis for this plea. The prosecutor gets to say, Judge, the state believes as this matter went to trial on or about such and such a date, we'd be able to prove that this defendant walked into the election room, took out all the things, and decided to change the names and redid the votes and make up all the prosecutor gets to say what you did. When you're taking a plea, that's not an opportunity to defend yourself. That's called a trial.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No. You don't get to
You don't
tell the
admit-
judge. No.
you don't
You're going to
admit
admit. No.
Yeah.
You're going to admit, but this is how you admit. The judge says, based on the facts, the prosecutor just said that they would be able to prove at trial. Are you going to plead guilty? Yes. Are you freely and voluntarily going to take this plea? Yes. And did you in fact do these things the prosecutor said you did? Yes. You don't get to fix that. You don't get to fix that.
Oh.
You don't get to say,
That's
well,
not interesting.
what
That's not interesting.
sounds like you want a trial. Because a trial is where you get to
No,
hear,
like, I thought
and
you-
I took out the knife and stabbed him 5 times. And
No, I thought you had to like if the facts don't meet. Well, I mean, again, this might be just TV.
that's TV. Reality
Do you know what I'm talking about?
is the prosecutor tells the judge, the prosecutor says, on this date, we believe co-diva Dana engaged in acts. We think the evidence, if we had to go to trial.
So it's never a time that the defendant, when they take the plea, has to say what they did. That's never a thing.
No.
So why they put that in
do
TV?
by saying
Guilty.
Yes, I plead guilty.
So why is that on TV?
Because it's a show. And
I-
we want you
I
to
don't
be
know what
entertained.
TV show I have never seen.
I've seen that on a couple of. I watch a lot of law shows, and when I say law shows, fictional ones. And so I've seen that several times where they have to say the crime that they, were a part in, and if they don't get the facts right, because like Jack would then be like, "Hold up, that's not what happened." And then they go reinvestigate because they can see that this did not correspond with what was being said. And that person is just taking the deal.
Oh, yeah, definitely
That
TV.
doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. Prosecutor reads off the facts that they believe they would have been able to prove if they had gone to trial. Defense stands up there and the judge says, how do you plead? And he says guilty.
If anything, I've seen the judge say that stuff in TV.
I'm going to have to find that episode and send it to
Yeah,
you.
please do. In
They
the
got
fake
what?
realm.
They got
But
like
but you know
1,000?
what? I think that there are a lot more pleas to come. He got 5 years probation. That means he avoided prison time. He is willing to testify. Part of the condition of his plea is that he's going to testify against the other
Is he
defendants.
testifying against Trump? Or is this just like the domino effect until they get to the person who can testify against Trump?
Well, I don't know. Trump might plead guilty.
What if you
too.
would you plead guilty for probation and then Trump get off?
Listen, I'm pleading no matter what, because although they
scary.
might give Trump off, guess
They
who
not
they
getting
gonna
you off.
They'll be like, well, what happened was you wasn't president, and you ain't saying the racist.
Not
stuff
only
I
that
like.
though, he was on video. They showed when the news did the plea, they did the little circle, the clear circle to show who the person was that was walking in the room, and he was tampering with all the election, the votes and stuff like that. So the issue he has is you're culpable, and you're culpable on
called him
video,
red-handed.
red and white handed.
I was about to say something, but I can't.
Yeah, please don't say
I'm
something.
not gonna say it.
So what do you think? You think more pleas are coming? Let's bet. I bet maybe out of 18, I would say 10 are going to plea.
I would agree.
Yeah, so
And then the other 8 are gonna get off.
it's going to be like Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis is the only person who played, and everybody else got a not guilty on a murder.
Let me tell you, Giuliani not getting off.
Nah, he's not getting off. He did too much.
This
Trump,
lady,
I think.
the other
The lawyer?
stone-faced lawyer lady, not getting off.
Yeah.
What
she's
are
not
you
getting
talking about? The one that had the that was arguing for
we
him?
have a communist in Venezuela
Yeah.
that
you
have
can't do
taken the voting machines.
Oh my goodness.
And she said, you should have known I was lying. Y'all should have known.
That was
Her defense was, you should have known I was lying. Y'all took me
Clearly,
serious.
I'm lying.
Y'all know that. You don't know a lie when you hear it. So
It
the
sounds like a de-
conspiracy.
it sounds like a defense for
Remember
Trump.
now.
You can't be.
It
you,
sounds like a
You
defense
can't
for
have a
Trump.
conspiracy if you're not telling the truth
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
It
It-
sounds like a defense for Trump.
I was lying, so I can't be charged with conspiracy.
That sounds like a
'Cause I was lying to
conspiracy for
Dana,
Trump.
you
Because the thing is like if she admits that she was lying to me, and she made me feel as if they were still in the election because of I hired these people to do the job, and the evidence they brought to me was flawed and filled with lies.
Let me get 3,200 votes, a side of fries, and
side
some
of
more
fries.
ketchup.
No. One more than I don't have.
One more than I need. to win. Remember, whatever he got plus one.
Yeah, +1. I just
Do
need
you
one.
think that if he is found guilty in Georgia and he wins the presidency, right? Do you think Kemp is gonna
Now, Kemp is not doing nothing. It's clear. They tried to
Not
pass
gonna happen.
You
legislation.
don't think Kemp
Listen
will?
to me. Kemp, kudos to Kemp. I got to give him credit. And let me tell you what I'm giving him credit for. They tried, the Senate.
wait? Camera this way. You guys, been there, done that. I said it. Kemp was a great governor. And
Wait. Pull
now
up.
The attorney Mignot is going to
You see that?
explain why and how amazing
Do you
of a
see that?
man and a father he is.
A father.
A father.
Oh my
Go for it.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to do my fireman bill. Okay.
Not fireman.
No, but here's the thing. The legislators in the state of Georgia attempted to pass law that would say that Fonnie Willis could not prosecute Donald Trump, to take away the powers of a prosecutor in the state of Georgia. And Kemp said, you can pass all the bills you want. I'm not signing that into law. That takes guts.
Integrity.
That takes guts. And I am pleased to see that he had the guts
But
to
I've
say.
been told you that.
No.
When he did the Ahmaud Arbery bill.
That takes term limits.
But the Ahmaud.
Gut limits.
Hold on. The Ahmaud Arbery bill was done prior to the election. And,
In his final term.
No, he was in his.
No,
He
Final
was in
term?
his first
that's
term.
called political weight.
Yes.
But the point is that he's doing stuff that benefits.
And you say you don't care what the motivation, as long as it's getting done.
If it benefits the whole, and no one is getting, the left. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
I don't know either.
I don't know what this is. What is this? I don't know. But that's the point.
I thought it was great that he wouldn't pass that bill.
What, didn't you think it was great that he got rid of the citizen arrest?
Absolutely. Citizens arrests are not necessary anymore. When you call 911 and 10 cops can show up for one candy stealing, I don't think it's necessary. I think citizens arrest was back in the day when we didn't have enough police officers.
Horse and carriage.
The horse and carriage and buggies. And we did not have enough law enforcement officers
Right.
to police the community. So we were relying on citizens to police the community.
So
now
let's go
we don't
over
have
it.
a police problem.
Let's go over the greatness of Kemp. So he opens up the businesses.
Okay, wait. He allowed people
Hold
to
on
die.
1 second. Let me see if I can go through the topic list. Nope, I don't see a Kemp praise on here.
Sure don't. No Kemp praise.
Kemp
Guess
praise.
not. Trump co-defendant pleads guilty. Scott Hall took 5 counts to conspiracy to commit intentional interference
not gonna give a
with
sh-
performance
Shout out to Kemp.
of election duties.
He already did one shout out. Now we're going to list the
I
shout
didn't
outs.
vote for you, but if you would have ran again,
Wow, I would
I
this
would've
time.
voted.
Okay.
So if you if
So-
you let them run again and then you go back and run, I'll vote for you.
Okay.
Is that how it works?
No, it's
like-
not how it works.
I believe
No,
in
that's how
Georgia
it works.
it is.
He gotta.
It's
he can-
consecutive. You
Yeah.
got to take the
Oh,
term
you're
off.
talking about if he didn't do back-to-back terms?
Yeah.
He could come back.
No. Meaning like he can do 2,
And
and
then
he
he
has
can-
to take a break,
yeah,
and then he
do
can
2
keep
more.
doing 2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think it's just
wow.
like
So you get 4 total?
no. I think
No.
you get as many.
Many as you
just
want.
can't
you
get
just
2
have to have a
consecutive.
break in between.
So you can have 2.
I can't
but you-
remember now. Dana might be messing me up
Uh-huh.
because it might be
That is true.
That's
I
the
have a
mayor.
tendency of doing that.
That's the mayor of Atlanta that has that. I think the mayor.
I
for
don't
sure
know about
does that.
governor.
I'm not sure about
All
governor.
right,
100%.
listeners, we're going to have to do some homework on this governor thing. By the way, we do need to make a correction from last show. We
happened?
called Kemp's cousin Purdue. They're not cousins.
I knew. I
Sonny
didn't like
Purdue and David Purdue
our cousins.
are cousins.
Yeah, I knew that.
But Kemp is just their friend. Close friend, that is. Close family friend.
Related.
No.
I didn't say cousin. I said related.
Now, look, you can be related if you have the same
no,
father who
because
is.
if he was his cousin, he would say, "Why you ain't take your ass to that to the debate?"
Why you allow me to lose?
Right.
Yeah.
Why you
So
ain't
it's
take your ass
Governor
to the
Purdue, Sonny
dummy.
Purdue, and David Purdue. Those are the relatives.
Yeah, I didn't think that they were. So
Yeah, we just wanted to correct that for the record.
They family
but
members.
speaking of the record and correction,
not all white people are related. Producer, I'm just saying.
producing. Is he related now? If he's a producing,
Producer.
I know Purdue, but is he a producing? Is he a son of Purdue? Is that what you try to say?
I'm talking about the producer.
Speaking of correcting the record,
Okay.
Kerry Washington's mother corrected the record for her. Kudos to Kerry Washington's mother.
Well, according to our producer, he don't agree with you.
Well, that's fine. You know, he's not going to be the first that never agreed with me, and he's not going to be the last. Okay? That's just how this works. Kerry Washington, listeners, was writing a book, and she did a 2020 interview with Robin Roberts.
I thought she was going to say Barbara Walters. I was like, ain't she dead?
No, Barbara's gone.
She's dead, right?
R.I.P.
Okay.
So the issue was she's writing this book and she's going to tell her story about eating disorders and things she's gone through in life and how you can overcome. And it's from trial to triumph and all that good stuff. And mom says, you get a text message. We need to talk. So before she writes the book, mom sits down with her and mom shares with her that her father is not her biological father because they used a sperm donor when they were having infertility problems to get pregnant with her. So Kerry is on a book tour now, and she is saying, buy my book, hear my story. No matter who's your biological father, you could still turn out to be a wonderful person. Our family is closer for it. I embrace my mom for sharing her truth, and I'm a little bit concerned.
Was she ever mad?
I don't know, because she didn't share that, and I don't think she would. She doesn't appear to be mad in her interviews. She's embracing it, but she did say that she's looking for her donor. And I find that conflict.
I find
it conflict because if you're telling me that your dad is your dad because he's the gentleman who raised you, he's been there for you, why are you looking for the other person?
That's a handout waiting to happen.
You think so? You think the biological
daddy?
You think the biological father is gonna say, "Can I get some money?
Where that money at?
Can I get some
Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at?
You think he'll come back, or he'll say to her, "Lose my number"? Maybe because she's famous, I think he will come back. The likelihood of him saying, "Oh my goodness, I do want a relationship with my daughter. You're wonderful. You're a star. You made it."
Maybe the dad already. Well, no, I guess he would.
I mean, it kind of overshadowed her eating disorder because I thought the book was going to be to help people who had an eating disorder and to get them past college. And there's a lot of young ladies out there struggling with body, image issues. Yeah, it's like now we're talking about sperm donor. Now we're talking about sperm donor.
Oh, so the conflict is word on the street. They say your story don't make sense.
Okay, well, let me check up on Sesame Street because that must be the only street that you getting word from.
So what you saying?
It's right next door.
Oh, to Sesame Street? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's right there on PBS
Well, this
block.
is the electric. This is the electric company. Okay, we electrocute. Thank you. No, I think it makes
a better story to say it like that.
Sense. This is the impression I got. This is the impression I got from watching the 2020 interview, which a lot of people did not watch, but they produce around here. Okay, so when I watched the 2020 interview,
the shade.
See the tree.
Ooh.
No, my thing
here.
is this. I got from it that my daughter's getting ready to write a book. And if my daughter's going to write a book about herself, I need her to know her real self. I need her to know her true self. I don't want to embarrass her because I'm concerned that after she writes this book, somebody may find out and tell her that her book is a lie.
Okay.
So as a mother, I think it's time for me to sit my daughter down.
Mama shared with everybody that she couldn't get pregnant.
Yeah, they were having fertility problems. Okay. So mom and dad was on the 2020 interview with Robin Roberts. They were on there. And mom and dad they look like a really loving couple. And dad looks a little older than mom.
So he don't care if she go find the daddy.
Well, he's 80.
She probably need a new daddy.
He's 80. I love the man. The man he appeared.
Dads.
Look, stop.
You just putting S's on things that didn't even have S's on them.
Stop terrorizing.
But that's what she was. But you know what? Kerry Washington speaks like that too. Maybe
Oh,
you were
really?
fi-
I was channeling her.
Maybe
then.
you were challenging.
I was
Yeah, you were
channeling
channeling-
Kerry. I love Kerry Washington. I love her character, but you know,
Why
I
is she
think
always playing the white man's whore in all the movies? She
no, no,
in?
no, 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 no. Don't say that. She doesn't always play a side chick. She does not.
I didn't say side chick. I said white man's whore.
She's not played a white man's whore. She played a powerful black woman that fixes things. She was a fixer, and she fixed it. She
And
came
she
in
fixed
and
that
took
white man as his whore.
No, she didn't fix him as a whore. She was just a
He
fixer.
had a fix.
Look,
and she was there.
she was so good. She was so good at fixing that he felt like, can she
Who
fix me
caping?
too?
You caping. You do know
Can
that,
she
right?
fix me too? Please fix me too. No, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She is, confident.
You know she was the white man's whore in the Django too, right?
no,
Okay.
no, she was not.
So
No, she
to
was not.
push this conversation a little deeper. How the
Is she married to a white
conversation
man?
in the streets?
She's not
No, to what's his name?
Blair
Amukamara,
Underwood.
the football player.
a black former football
Prince-
player turned actor.
I'm pretty sure it's Prince Amukamara.
I think he's an actor too now.
Well, I'm glad. She
Yeah.
looked like she would date a white man though.
She plays a role. That's a character, she says.
I mean, I know, but you know how some women just give.
I
off
know,
that
just
look?
like how your law and your pleas work from Law and Order. Yeah, I
So
get it.
again, to push this further, the topic in the streets is like how or when should you tell your child that their father who grew and raised them isn't their biological father?
I say never. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's what I say. I would not do it as a child. When mom's timing to me is good because she's established, she has a career, she's successful, she has a family, she has children of her own. So there's nothing lacking in her life that she can go now connect that to as an excuse to say, oh, so that's why I flunked out.
Right.
Oh, so that's why I wasn't going to be anything. Oh, so that's, people will sometimes, if that's told to
making
them
these
at such an early age, will start using it as a crutch to not be responsible, make responsible decisions, and to deal with everyday struggles that everybody else has. They're going to use it as an excuse.
Right.
Like we all know life comes with challenges, and every challenge that person has, I think if they're told too young, they're going to use that challenge as an excuse. Well, that's the only reason I couldn't do well because my biological father's not in my life. Oh, well, I got an F. Well, you got an F in school. You should do better. Well, I could do better if I knew who my dad was. You know what I mean? So I would be concerned as a parent that the child would use it as an excuse. So I would never say it to the child until the child was established. When I say established, an
So
adult.
why does it need? What would be the need to say it once the child is established? I
Because
think it's only should be two reasons. I'll give you two reasons after you finish saying.
okay, so I think it's important for one, me to show my child the truth.
Okay.
The truth. I think you need to live your truth. People say that a lot. But what does that mean? That means you should know biologically who you are. I think for medical reasons, it's important. I think you always go to a doctor's office and you fill out paperwork. And to be honest with you, even though you know who your biological father is and you know who your biological mother is, in certain communities, you don't discuss that. You don't know that there's mental health in your family
Right.
until your child gets diagnosed with something. You don't know, that there's some foreign disorder or infertility
Sickle
problems.
cell.
Sickle cell.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about it. So because you don't really know your medical history, a lot of times when I'm filling out that document, I want to laugh. Do you have a history of, I don't know. They need a box for I don't know. Right. Stop saying yes and no. Yes, no, I don't know.
Maybe you should test for it. They don't want the.
So that's my concern is that you might now start having medical issues at that age. Not that you can't have medical issues at a young age. That would I have to share it to you earlier because now when you go to the doctor and you need a donor for a kidney and I'm going and it's like, let's test dad. No, let's not. Test
But
dad.
you can still test dad though. You can still test.
Oh, you just
dad.
gonna pretend? Let's test dad. Yes. No,
I'm
he's not a
saying-
match.
No. You can still test dad because there's people who are not related to you that can still be a match. So you still test dad.
Test dad.
But I believe that you should have that conversation. Let's test the other dad. So there's that. But that's what I two reasons. If it's a sperm donor, then I don't think it's even necessary. If it's a medical issue, yes, you want to tell. If it's a medical issue, or if the dad decides that he wants to come back into the child's life, and he's not, I don't even want to say persistent, but he connects with you to try to reach out to the child, then yes, I feel like then you can have that conversation, But
what if
that never
what
happens,
if being introduced back into the child's life is going to cause more trauma than
I think
good?
at a certain age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still putting an age limit on it.
Age limit. And at the end of the day, if the child is older and can pretty much connect with whoever that person wants to connect with, you really don't have a choice.
Well, you can't stop an adult from doing an adult thing.
So if you get word of it before the child does, it might be your best interest to have that conversation then, like the mom did for the book. You see how I did that? I had your back a little bit, but I do still have your back.
Back up and watch.
So, if the dad becomes interested, but if the dad never becomes interested and there's no medical issue that happens.
You don't think ever share?
What's the point? What's the point?
You gonna go to your grave with that?
I mean,
you don't think the child should know? You don't think as a parent you say, look, I need to tell you something.
You think a child should know that a parent who decided not to be a parent and decide to live their life should know something that hurtful?
I don't think it's hurtful once you've gotten past it.
But but if you don't tell the child, and it's years later, and now you're introducing.
Okay, so this is when you don't tell the child, even if they're an adult, if they're a failure.
Right. So if you're a success,
I'm sorry, you're not successful. I can't share this secret.
So yeah, if you are a success,
yes,
then,
success.
Well, you got
Since
enough S's from the beginning of the show. I think if we leave
you
one
just
off,
gonna throw
it should
some
be fine.
more. You gonna throw some more in there?
Success. Just throw it in there. But anyways, yeah. So I mean, I feel like the situation determines whether or not you should do it. And there's times
I say wait till they're successful. I say wait till they're an adult, wait till they've established their family, and then you can have an adult conversation with an adult. I think telling children.
So how do you have that? You're sitting at the dinner table.
So no. First of all,
all these great things is happening. You have way too many eggnogs.
Yes.
By the way, that ain't your daddy. No. I did this shit. You and the daddy arguing. Y'all about to get a divorce.
No.
What we doing?
No.
I raised these my genes. What do you do?
No. It's gonna be.
So how do you ruin a happy moment?
You know
what we doing?
Let's do a spa day. Let's do a truth spa day.
Ask me
Wouldn't
anything.
that be nice?
And what if she don't even
and
ask
you get to
that?
ask me anything you want to ask me, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna have.
What if they don't ask you that question?
Well,
Dig deeper. Dig deeper.
No, then you do the Jerry Springer. We've been together a long time. I got something to tell you. I've been meaning. We've been together 5 minutes, and I just need to tell you something. I'm really.
Or maybe here's the other time. What if your child goes through that same situation? Then you can use your life experience to say, you ain't got to tell him who his daddy is. I ain't tell you. That works.
No, it won't.
No.
That house would be on fire.
And you turned out just fine. Look at you in your mansion as I'm drinking this eggnog. That ain't your daddy. I did this. I mean, I don't understand.
Wait, I thought the non-biological dad was helping raise him. He was picking up from school.
I know,
dropping
like,
off.
But the storyline is that he's pissed her off.
Right.
So you about to divorce him?
We about to divorce.
Okay, so now he didn't contribute anything.
He ain't got nothing to do with
I did
success.
this.
I did this. I'm the one. My mom, but you weren't even taking me to these events. That's not the point. I made the decisions to put this man in your life.
I let him take you.
I allowed him to let you go.
I didn't have to do that.
So
there's that.
There's that.
Well, Kerry Washington, we wish you all the best. You are a black female, and
continue
we
with
support
your
you here at
success.
Diva.
Stay away from them white men.
That's in the movies, please.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Just in case. She might sometimes.
In reality, she has a brother.
Sometimes fantasy becomes reality.
She has a brother for a husband.
Okay. I thought
seems to be a
it
very
handsome. It sounds a little incestual.
Very handsome.
It sounds a little
supportive
incestual
man.
when you say brother for a husband. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Why you have to go to the gutter?
Just saying.
Stay clean.
Fact
all the way
check.
clean.
It's not her brother.
You can do more than 2 terms as governor of Georgia.
Woo.
Wow.
Do you have to have a break in between?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can do unlimited terms so long as you break?
Correct.
Nice.
Wow.
That's what I got.
So do you think Kemp is coming back?
I would. If he doesn't run for president.
Not under this stress.
No, I don't think he's coming back.
No, he's doing such a great job.
No, I don't think he's coming back.
If he doesn't run for president.
Not if Trump is around.
Nope.
If Trump is around, he walking out.
I don't think he's coming
He
back.
made his money. He did the Georgia governor thing.
Yeah,
Come
he
in,
done that bunch.
So do you
come
think he
in
did-
broke.
Leave out rich.
Millions.
Do you think he did a good job as a governor?
I think he did. See, the problem we have here is that everything in my head is on the parallel of Trump. And so
Whoa.
anybody who does anything
opposite of
competent
Trump.
is
opposite of Trump.
better
Is
than
better.
Trump.
That's
And
true.
I'm like,
When the
dang, he
market
did
is
a
so
good
low,
job. He did a
when
good
the
job.
marker is so low.
What I'm saying is, I mean, but there's things he did that
No,
have
but
been done
I have
that
to think
other-
about whether another governor would not. Like, to me, if I put Sonny Perdue in that seat, does he do the same thing?
No.
Probably.
And I say yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I say yeah.
Probably.
You talking about? Wait, we talking about Sonny, or we talking about what's the other one? Name?
Not David.
Not David. So you
Yeah.
believe if David was in the seat,
Probably.
Well,
Probably not.
the
I don't
Ahmaud
know about
Arbery
David.
bill?
if David's in the seat, I'm still 50-50. See, the problem I have is David is running for a federal position, so some of the things he has to play is national politics,
Okay.
right?
Well, he naturally didn't get on that stage for that debate.
He
Yeah,
said, "I'm not coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You won't embarrass me about."
he was not
anything."
helped by.
Yeah,
Anything.
the arrogance. But
Yeah.
no, I honestly think that Kemp did a good job. It's always some political. I know Trump is a whole different level, but it's always some type of political aspect going on. Georgia, when it comes to the governor, they're voting. It seems like they're gonna vote red. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to. The way he got in the first term, he didn't have to do anything because he got in off of we are taking the illegals in Georgia. Where are these illegals coming from?
I guess
we're
he made
taking
some
the illegals
water borders.
and we're gonna move them out.
No,
he came in
no,
on
he
that.
He made water borders.
But that's the point. The point is, he came in on that, and we don't even have an immigration problem compared to a Florida or Texas
Because he
or
used it
Arizona.
as politics.
Right. But what I'm saying is that
Maybe he didn't even believe that.
he
mess.
won,
But
off
he
of
did it
that.
because it was working
He didn't
for Trump.
have to do it. He could have did the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So
No, but he did it on
he
Trump's
won
back.
even more the second time than he did the first time.
What I will say is he still had a lot of like the COVID area. It's a
played that
weird
well.
it's a weird thing.
Yeah,
played-
it
he
depends
played
on
that
who
well.
you're talking to.
It
It depends on who you're
it's
talking
not a black and white. It's what is a foul, right? In basketball, you're like, that's not a foul. Yeah, it is a foul.
Did shutting down everything work for you? And like Atlanta, when they shut down everything, and
Right, but see, that
everyone-
mindset is you're living in a country that is making you put
Work.
over people, work over health, it's like, I got to earn that. If you don't realize that the mindset that wanted you to go back out there no matter what the risks was because your bills were on your back. So you live in a country that's not caring for its people so badly and has so many financial demands on you because capitalism and greed, where somebody wants to walk away with a $400 million bonus, UAW.
But those people,
No, my point is that's the culture. That's why other countries like to invest in the United States because we don't sleep.
No.
We work ourselves to death.
So-
When they say siesta, they mean that. When they say holiday, you don't get to say, "Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Let me go down there to Walmart. Let me go down there to Kroger. Somebody got to be at work. That's gonna sell me a bottle of milk."
okay, I get all that, but those people can work from home. When you
How you
have,
gonna work from home at a grocery store?
no, I'm not talking about the. The grocery store person ain't getting a $4 million bonus.
No, my point was, but the grocery store
I heard your
person
point.
rather go in
I
to
heard your
work
point.
and die and then bring
No,
COVID home to
no,
kill grandma
no,
because he
that's
needs
not
that
what I'm talking
$5
about.
an hour.
I'm talking about the business, the small businesses.
That's my
I
point. The
know,
small business
but
owner would rather die from COVID than stay home and be broke.
COVID affected people differently.
Yes, financially is what
Right.
you're talking about.
Right.
I
When
love
the-
Kemp because Kemp
when
opened my
the
hair salon.
vaccinations-
He let haircut be
Can I
essential.
finish? Can I finish? When the vaccinations were available, he opened it up. And Stacey Abrams and Keisha
No, he opened it up before the vaccinations were
Bottoms
available.
were
He called haircutting
No,
essential
no,
before
no, no,
vaccines.
no.
I'm
No.
telling you, vaccines were not available
No.
when he
For
said
sure. He
you
was
can
in
go
June.
cut your hair. People went crazy.
Keisha Bottoms kept it shut down. He said it could be open, but Keisha Bottoms in Atlanta kept it shut down. When a vaccination,
Keisha said restaurants.
we can move on because
you don't have to open up. You could do to-go meals.
you
Let
can't
the
do
people
to go
come.
here.
Look, that's my point. That you live in a country that would rather you do somebody's hair than live. I rather
you
run the
chose
risk of doing
you chose
hair.
a position. You chose a business. You chose a business that required you to still interact with
So
people.
you're proving my point that you would rather interact with people so you can make some money. I'd rather make money
the people
than
showed up.
No, but you said I'd rather make money. It's
But
not
these
whether
are
they
choices.
showed up or not.
But these are
We
choices
understand
that we
that, but it
have.
still doesn't take away the fact that we live in a country.
But you give people the ability to show.
No, you give them the ability to not have to show up by the government
No.
taking some of that Ukraine money and putting
I
it in
understand
people's
that.
pocket.
But
$70
you
billion
give
to
businesses
Ukraine
the
could have gone
ability-
to the United States small
You
businesses
give
that were broke.
businesses the ability. Those who want to can show up.
No, because you're not just affecting you, you're affecting others. That's pandemic. Pandemic. Not I have a cold and I'm going to go
So
home.
what's the difference between now and then? Because COVID is still alive and well.
Because they have vaccines that they have given to
Right,
people
but they
and the
have
vaccine
vaccines.
is working. Hello, let me talk to this camera. The vaccines are working because the spread of the disease has reduced once the vaccines started getting
Or
distributed.
people got sick and their natural immune system kicked in. So
and
there's
some
that.
people got
So we
sick
can
and
move
their
on.
natural immune system didn't kick in.
That's
or
true.
it did and they
And
died.
some people got vaccinations and they still died. So
well, there's a lot I can do to try to help you from cancer, sweet. You took the chemo, but you're still gonna die.
Right,
But you
so
don't not take the chemo. You
moral
at least
of the
try.
story is
Don't get chemo.
moral of the story is choose your decisions at your own
No,
risk.
moral of the story is live in another country if you don't want to be a slave to a dollar.
Well, everybody's a slave to it.
No, not everybody's a
Or
slave
a-
to a dollar, baby. It's a lot of people that
Tell
said,
that to the
I will be
tell
broke.
that to those third world countries.
Those you'll be surprised.
Hey, shocked. Let me tell you something. I
They'll be
go
like
to
depression.
they don't have it. They don't have, and it's crazy.
That's why I should
Like,
be
but
there.
you don't
Crazy
have a
had
pot
depression.
to piss in.
Hello,
they
and
be
they
like,
said, yeah,
the street.
I could piss right there. Crazy. You ever
All right.
seen the joy on
You know
some
what
of those
else
people?
is crazy?
Yes,
That
the
this
blue
conversation
monkey.
is still
the blue monkey.
that
The blue
this
monkey is
conversation
crazy.
is still going.
The blue monkey
Roll-
is
roll-
crazy.
roll
All right,
on.
listeners, what are we talking about? The blue monkey statement. So, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta
No.
has a controversy. You don't want to talk about it?
I thought we was going to talk about how Jeezy dipped on his wife. When do men
wanna talk about the
get
Blue Monkey
divorces?
first?
I thought we were going to do that last.
Okay, well, let's.
When do men get divorces? When that woman is trash. That's when men get divorces.
Men get divorces when they cheating.
Men get divorces when women are trash.
Men
they
get
don't have to get a
divorces-
divorce. They don't have to get a divorce when they're cheating. How many times you heard, yeah, I'm going to leave my wife and still be with her?
Men get divorces when they're cheating.
No, they don't.
Okay? The ones that stay are the usually Caucasians, the ones that are planning on killing her for the insurance. That's how that work. The black ones leave.
You got to be a trash ass woman for your man to leave you.
I don't believe she's trash. I'm
don't
not
think
going to
she's
go there.
trash?
Nope. I think something else is at play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Jeezy. Let me look into the camera. Jeezy. It's cheesy.
Because she's not a black woman, I'm pretty sure she was trash.
I don't think so. I'm not
Do
going
you
to
see
say
the
that.
difference?
No, I
Because
don't.
black women, you should never leave a black woman. 'Cause
Oh,
she's
wow.
always great.
Even if she's trash.
she's not trash.
Are you saying there's not trash black women?
If they get married, no.
Wow. Okay. So
But
There's
if
a
you are
split.
not black,
there's a split
if
in the
you're
court.
not black, if you're not black and your man leaves you, you're trash. That's what it is.
Okay. So black women have this
Yeah.
non-trash status.
Yes.
Okay. Can't be trash.
Can't be
Exempt
trash.
from being trash.
Exempt from trash.
I
behavior.
disagree with the diva. Can you tell? Okay, so first of all, Jeezy, I just want the listeners to know that a complaint for divorce does not always include all the issues because it's a boilerplate document to give the court the legal issues that needs to be stated before a person is qualified for divorce.
He asked for full custody.
In the state of Georgia, he's not asking for full custody. He's
He
asking for
want
joint.
full custody.
He want joint. He
He
want
did
joint
not-
custody.
He did not want that
And let
crazy
me tell you
woman
something.
raising
When
his
a,
baby.
when a black man says, I want joint custody, he's saying, I don't want to pay child support.
No, he want all the custody because he knew that woman was a nut in a hut. But he shouldn't have
There's
married her.
nothing
and
wrong
he
with that
shouldn't have
young
nutted
lady.
in her.
I have seen Jeannie Mae. I've seen her on.
Did you see her how she disrespected the black men?
I did not see any disrespect for black men. I heard her say, "I love black men. I've dated black men, but
they can be.
But
her
I'm married to a
side
white
piece.
man at this time. I'm
No.
married to a white man
Are we
at this time.
interpreting?
I'm interpreting because I saw what she
Falsely?
said. No, that's what she said. She said, my husband is white. My husband is white. How could I be married to a white man
She said,
on the show?
A dark meat on the side, but the white meat is the main meal. So now it sounds like she's a cheater. So maybe
No,
she
she
cheated.
was saying,
and because
I'm not
she's
cheating,
trash,
But I've dated
because
black
she
men.
probably is still with the other white man that she was initially with, who has another wife, because that sounds like she's trash because she likes side meat.
No, she was saying, I've dated black men.
Did you follow
But
that,
right
though?
now, I
You
am
ain't follow
married
that?
to a white man.
Did you follow that, though?
No, I didn't follow that anywhere.
You want me to re-say it?
I would not have you re-say that because I'm not
Okay.
following that anywhere. That's a dead end.
Follow the leader.
No, here's the thing.
Okay.
I think there's something else at play.
What?
If he married into a culture, which is an Asian culture, that in-laws live with you.
And you know they probably calling him a nigga. behind his back.
In-laws. I don't.
She probably said nigga. At
Who
first
said
he
it?
thought
The-
it was
the mother-in-law?
cool. No, the wife. The
So you
first
think
he,
Jeannie
she
said that?
Oh yeah, she looked like the type. She
I don't
probably
think Jeannie
dropped the
said that.
N word.
She didn't
He
say
like, I'm a rapper. She just singing my lyrics, and then the mama probably started saying it, and the brother started to say it, and then he said we might have a problem.
Well, it's been alleged, listeners, that the underlying issue that we can't see, and we're all speculating, is that the brother and the mother moved into the home. And he said, okay, that's it. I can't have your parents, your brother and your mother living in my house.
He got a mansion. Like, you don't even have to
The house
see
is
them.
too big for that. Yeah,
Right,
that's
you don't
why
have
I'm
to see
like,
them. That's why it has to be more.
it's got to be something
She
else.
said the N word.
She didn't say the N word. She's
didn't
not gonna
say
do
it?
that. I don't think she said that. I don't think that's it. Because
She looked like the type.
She is fighting
I
according
bet you
to
her
the
hair
rumors.
ain't blonde no more.
She's fighting for her marriage. According to the allegations, she wants to stay married.
He not, but that's why I'm saying that's why she, not being a black woman, is trash. Black men do not leave these foreign
She's not
domestic
foreign.
women.
She was born in California.
Foreign domestic.
Foreign domestic.
Yeah.
What is that?
Do you,
She was born in California.
Fernestic.
produce, do you know what a foreign
Fornestic?
Can you
Fornestic.
tell the people what a foreign domestic is?
No, what is that?
She is I'm assuming you're
Go for it.
saying it a good boy for the assumption. Make an ass out of you and me.
Together.
That you're saying that she's a first generation American and that is her foreign.
Domestic,
Domestic.
which is actually better than what I was going to say. But I like that one. But I was also going to say she's foreign from the community. You know what I'm
What
saying?
community?
The black community. And that's why she's trash.
See, that's the problem too. Okay, so black people, let me talk to you for a second.
for domestic.
The
I like your
division-
version better though.
The division that is being
First generation.
argued by this diva
Uh-huh.
is not supported by Diva Court. I think one of the
I
issues.
hate. Why does Diva Court not support me?
No. Diva Court supports you, but not your crazy statements. That's a crazy statement.
Okay.
I think division in the black community is a problem. I think we have too many
She's not black.
opportunities. She's black. If you're not
She's
white, you're
not
black.
black.
If you're not white, you're black. Check the definition. Go read your history.
Is she not?
You got
black?
one drop of black
Oh,
blood, you're not
she's
white.
not black.
Okay.
This is who are you talking about? What
Okay.
pronoun are you referring to?
So here's the issue that I have.
Are we talking about Jeezy's
We
wife?
have got to stop dividing ourselves.
You talking about Jeezy's
We've
wife.
got to stop saying that Asian, that
Okay.
Indian, that light skin, that dark skin. We've got to stop that.
They do that. So we're just living
So
to their
wait. Why would you answer to what you're called? You remember how people will say it's
Asian-
not what you're called. It's what
Asian
you're answered
people
to.
subtract themselves from the black community. I don't think they were a part of it, but they subtract themselves from the black community. So I'm
Not
giving their
all
community
Asian people
respect.
subtract
What
themselves.
Asian person say that they black?
There's a lot of Asian people
Name
that are
one.
out there that saying they're black.
Who?
Names shall not be called on Diva Courts.
I don't believe
We have
you.
disclaimers here. There's confidentiality
Oh,
agreements.
drop all the legal jargon
And
you want.
we
Ain't
can't-
nobody saying
We
that.
cannot repeat their names. Thank
Maybe
you.
if they were like black and Asian, then
We have to
like
have
maybe a tiger.
Blasian.
maybe a tiger. could
You're a
say that.
Blasian, okay?
But that I don't know any Asian person.
Let me tell you something. Something else is going on. It wouldn't surprise me if Jeezy is cheating. And he says,
Why
you know what?
Jeezy has to be the cheating one? Why are we disrespecting black men
It would
like
not
that?
surprise
First
me.
of all, black men don't cheat.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Are y'all saying black men don't cheat? Huh?
I don't know how to say that with a straight face.
I know.
That's why my
Because
face
you
is
know he
like
does.
this.
That's what you just said. There we go. There we go. Not even very supportive. And you wonder why Diva Court don't support you.
Black men
No.
don't cheat.
First of all, they do.
I support black men. And in this situation, if I had to choose between the two, I'm always going black. I bet on black.
I'm betting on
She's
woman.
trash.
I'm going to vote woman.
Black men don't leave
I'm
their foreign
in Jeannie Mae's
domestics.
corner.
They don't.
I'm in Jeannie Mae's
I
corner.
just find it
I'm in
very
Jeannie Mae's corner.
hard to believe. Like, I've never seen the man who cheated. I'm talking about rare occasion, the man who cheated, start to divorce.
Right. It never happens.
So you think Jeannie cheated?
No. I'm not
I
saying
think
any
that
of
she's just probably a
just saying.
trash person.
You think just culturally he has a problem with that?
I-
Your mom can't live with us,
I
period.
think his
That's a
mom
deal
is
breaker.
I think his
Maybe
mom
she
is
says, my
probably
mom can't
racist.
move out. My mom I can't do that to my mom. And he says, okay, well, I'm out.
What it is maybe it's not even. Let's say this. We're all speculating here, so let me go ahead and do my thing. So the mom is probably very overbearing. She's probably just like
Allegedly.
on the daughter, telling her what she should and should not do, because that's probably the culture. Then she probably said that my son need to come over here, and then the daughter is probably don't even know how to tell the mama no. So she's like, well, mom, maybe. But because she's used to just letting her mom have her way, she was like, listen, I don't want to have to choose between my mom and you. And then, she probably say the N-word every once in a while because she be singing Jeezy songs. And Jeezy was okay with it. And then maybe the brother said it, and he was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then the mama probably slipped up and said it for real. And now he's like, uh-oh. And that is why you shouldn't date interracially. Okay.
Wow. So here's my take. My take is I think Jeezy has moved on, whether emotionally or physically. And I think once he moved on, he says, you know what, let me just cut ties because I don't want to have any strings.
But why would he move on? She's not an ugly
Because-
girl,
because
and they
he's a
have a
star.
baby.
He's a star.
They don't do that to. They only do that to black women. They don't do it to all these.
Oh, get out of
foreign
here. They leave
domestics.
white women and black women,
Name
Asian
one,
women.
because
They all move on.
After Tiger did all of that to his white woman, he still did not file for divorce. Even after, didn't he crash or something, or crash her car, or
that
something
was after
happened?
the fact.
Yeah.
They were divorced when that accident
Okay.
happened.
Yeah, he didn't. Were they?
No,
No, they
she's
were
talking
divorced.
She's talking about
Tiger,
golf
right?
clubs in the windshield of the Buick.
Right. The car situation.
Oh, okay. There's two car situations.
yeah,
One-
but the first car
multiple,
situation.
yeah.
okay.
But he didn't leave her. He was, baby, please, baby, please. They don't leave their foreign domestics.
Okay, so I disagree.
Foreign from the community, but they
I
live
disagree.
in the United States.
I think Jeezy has
Foreign
moved on.
domestics.
Believe
And I
that-
think
Foreign from the
because-
community,
Wait, I'm
domestic
sorry.
to the United
I'm
States.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
And you believe Tiger is a domestic?
No, what I'm saying, when I say
Because
domestic,
he's a man.
I'm saying black, be it domestic community,
No,
the
I
black.
understand, and I'm trying to say you are telling me
That
Tiger
domestic.
isn't forcibly placed in the black community by
Well,
black
his dad, his dad was in his life. If his
She-
dad wasn't in his
No,
life,
no. She summons him. You're summoned to the black community,
people.
sir.
Yeah, no,
Whether
he
you
is-
Blasian
he
or
is
not.
going, kicking and
O.J.
screaming.
Simpson did not divorce his wife after beating her so many times.
You know what people said? That he killed his wife, okay?
He didn't divorce her though.
He went the white man plan.
That's it. He said, I'll go
They
life
don't
insurance.
lead their foreign domestics.
Here's the problem. I think
I just
Jeezy-
want to name one example
I
of,
think
of them
Jeezy has
leaving their
moved
foreign
on.
domestics. One example.
What's the guy that the host of the show Make a Deal? Let's Make a Deal. He did. He left his foreign domestic.
How he meant
He
that.
not-
No, the black guy, the black bald headed guy. He sings, he dances, he
Terry-
does a lot.
Are you talking about Wayne Brady?
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
He left his foreign
His wife was
domestic.
black.
She was Asian.
I'll have to see those notes.
Okay, check your notes.
Okay. Well, you know who else should be checked? Minna. Erica, that is.
Let me tell you something.
I'm so sick of these
I
light
think the check should be the
just
blue.
running their mouth, thinking
Check
they
the
can say
blue.
any and everything because they always got somebody caping for them. So as she capes, you can't just say anything that come to your mouth. You already are getting a pass being able to use the N-word. So if you're going to be in the black community, there's some things you just don't say, and you don't call dark-skinned women monkeys, period. You don't call black people monkeys, period. You
So
just don't
listeners, what the Diva is transitioned to is the story about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
say it.
There's
Facts.
controversy about an episode that aired where there was a fight. And in the fight, somebody called somebody a blue monkey. My issue is the word blue monkey is not a racial slur. I know that the population believes that it's a racial slur.
So
and I
how
need
you get to
a
say
limited,
what's a racial slur?
a limited
How is
population.
it not a racial slur?
Here's why it's not a racial slur. Because I'm looking at the totality of the events and I'm taking the statement in context. The two women were sitting and arguing, which they have done since the inception of the show. In fact, the show was incepted on drama, okay? And it's incepted on flipping tables, drinking alcohol, cursing at each other, and getting into fights. Because guess what? Unfortunately, that's the country we now live in. It's called entertainment. People love it. And the only reason why they can still air it, and the producers are still airing it, and they're spending all that money producing it and pushing it out, is because the
Get to
ratings
the
are high.
racial stuff.
I'm not at the racial yet. Let me stop at the money first. If it wasn't for the money, where people are watching that garbage, we would not have people encouraged to say
That
things like
doesn't
that.
mean-
But let's get to the conversation.
Yes.
The two people are arguing. The person who you're claiming to be light-skinned, in my opinion, I don't believe is light-skinned. I see her as black. So I see two black women fighting.
You can be black and light skinned.
Okay. So two black women are fighting. Okay.
No.
One
a
is,
black woman and a woman who tries to identify as black.
Okay. So, two black women are fighting, like I said. And one black woman says to one other black woman, that's why your kids. Now, wait. First of all, you're friends with my ex-husband. You have been getting information from my ex-husband.
What she said?
You have, we're not going to talk about
Why
what she
you
said.
gotta quantify it? Just say what she said.
No, because I want to get into the totality of the circumstance. I give the people context.
I know, but
I don't want my listeners not to understand where my position is coming from. So I'm laying the proper foundation for how I've come to my conclusion.
Just talk about the argument, because you could just talk about the argument and not know the background. So talk about what
they need the background. The argument is geared on my husband, my ex-husband, who I no longer get along with, is giving you inside information about me and my children. You and I are fighting about something, and you think it's appropriate to bring my children into the fight with your blue hair.
What she say?
That's why your kids don't like you. That's when it got to the next level.
Is that true?
Well, we don't know.
Okay.
Maybe the ex-husband has told his friend, who rumor has it, because I don't know. I
Kim
don't watch the show.
Kardashian kids don't like her. That ain't
How do you know that?
because it was on the rumor mill.
I'm gonna need the mills.
I know, but that does not
no,
cause
you
for.
cannot make an attack of someone and say something that's derogatory to that person, because she was cursing at her too. And then when the woman said, okay, you blue monkey, you effing blue monkey. That's what she said.
But do you not understand? Like, you talk about my kids, and she didn't even talk about the kids. She said the kids don't like you. She didn't say that's why your kids is dirty. That's why your kids ugly. That's why your kids. She just said your kids don't like you.
The children are
look
off
how you
limits.
behave.
We are both
but
arguing.
she did not
The
say
children-
nothing negative about the kids.
The children are
she
off
didn't
limits.
say nothing negative about
But let
the
me tell you
kids.
something. Let's go to the legal side.
But
I think
before we even get to the legal side, for you to say, you blue monkey, where is that even coming from? Why are you even calling this person? You could have said, that's why your wig, blah, blah, blah. That's why this, da-da-da-da-da. But you brought colorism in it. You've always been a colorist. No black people have these conversations with each other. I already had an issue with you in the first place because I don't really think you should be dropping the N-word. But because you're from New York, you get a pass because New York gives out passes to too many people. And now you're having a conversation with a dark-skinned woman, which everybody in the community knows that they drag dark-skinned women. You don't do that if you're in the black community. If I'm beefing with a dark-skinned woman, I would rather punch her in the face than talk about her and call her a monkey.
I'd rather go to jail for a crime than to call somebody a blue monkey. That doesn't make sense. Let me tell you what the problem you have.
And it's TV, so you tried too hard to try to just, like, that's all you had to say, and it was racially backed.
Okay, so
period.
The problem is that recording that the viewers saw was recorded 6 months prior, was edited and prepared, and the producers had no problem with it. After it aired and the public backlash, then it became a problem.
But
why did the public
backlash? Why
because
was the
public has what's called selective outrage, and I'm sick of it.
So what was the backlash?
I'm sick of selective outrage. The people are saying it's a racial slur.
So
and when people said it was a racial slur,
don't think it's racial slur?
No, when people started saying, because not everybody says it's a racial slur. The argument
who else didn't say it?
No, the argument
who else
is
said that it wasn't?
People don't believe it's a racial slur, and other people believe it's a racial slur.
So
there's a dispute right now out in the public regarding who thinks it's a racial slur and who thinks it's not a racial slur.
The only person who says that it's not is you.
Well, maybe that's the only, maybe only because you only know one person, me.
Okay, I got a question
only
for you.
one person will be around you, and that's me.
I got a question for you. All right. I was having a conversation. I heard a conversation, right? There's this woman who is on this app, right? And she talks crazy, and it's about biblical stuff. She talks crazy. She's blah, 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 loud, obnoxious, rude, disrespectful. And she has a group of guys who back her up, give them high fives and everything like that. But these guys are, like, in other settings, you can converse with them and have conversations. They're normal. They act normal, right? So what has happened is that this white guy said, this girl is a witch, and she has a group of flying monkeys who have her back. Is that racial?
No.
Okay. Well, then.
No, because selective outrage I will not engage in. I'm outraged if you call the person a B word, then I'm going to be outraged if you call the person an N-word.
So we just going to let her fly? You just going to let her fly? Did I not do a good job on explaining it?
Like I said, I am not going to have selective outrage.
Here's the context that I would like to put in. Those Hispanic Caribbean islands definitely play that colorism.
There you go.
If you talk to a black Dominican, they'll be like, no, Papa, I am Dominican. I am not black. And that's the how point. You know. That's the same thing that happens in Puerto Rico. And then so anytime that they're calling you that kind of stuff,
that's why I don't play with the N-word when it comes for them. You don't play with the N-word, and you don't say
you can't be
monkey.
A racist if you're black.
Oh my gosh, are you not listening? Did you not?
She's black.
Is his mic on?
Two black women.
Did you not hear?
Two black women are arguing. Even the federal rules of law says you cannot file a discrimination based on race if the person you're alleging discriminated against you is of your color. Thank you.
So you
Is this thing on? I guess it ain't on because look, I can't hear nothing. It's turned down. Maybe you should turn it up.
Did she just bypass exactly what you said? Because I felt like you brought more substance to the argument.
More
and
buffoonery.
She just did not.
More
she just walked past it.
Discount.
Yes,
even in the Dominican Republic, you have dark-skinned Dominicans and light-skinned Dominicans beefing with each other. And then the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans, you can be light-skinned. You can be a light-skinned Dominican and be beefing with the Puerto Rican. It's crazy. They have colorism issues.
Colorism.
It's not cool.
Now the question
to disrespect my lingo.
Hypothetically. Mm-hmm. Is this job loss worthy? If in fact this is the reason why they didn't
renew a contract or terminated one, whichever one it was.
No, I don't think it's.
You fire somebody for calling somebody a blue monkey.
Here's the thing:
when they're turning over tables and punching each other in the face, and you're recording it and selling it.
When you set up a toxic environment, you can't fire somebody for being toxic. Like, that's crazy.
That's exactly what they did.
If we were gonna worry about the racism in the first place, the N-word being dropped left and right should have just disconnected the whole conversation, period. Because if little white girl came over there from Love and Hip Hop and she dropped the N-word, y'all would have got rid of her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's the environment is toxic.
Selective outrage.
The environment is toxic.
You got to stop having selective outrage, people.
My point is, my outrage is not the fact that they're doing all of this stuff. My outrage is that light skin privilege is real. My outrage is that you're not black enough to even talk to somebody, because if you were black enough, you wouldn't say monkey to another black person. You just don't. There's certain things you just don't do. Period.
I don't know where you went to school, but I remember people calling people black monkeys. Okay.
I thought she said blue monkey.
That was a blue one for her, but I've heard the black monkeys. I've heard monkey.
Well,
I've
know
heard people
what?
called monkey. I
will
don't,
not stand for it.
I do not believe calling in this context her a blue monkey is a
So
problem.
if she was the white girl on the show and called her a blue monkey, would you be okay with
I
that?
still don't have a problem.
Okay. Well, we're not even gonna.
I will say that it is an issue. It's not a fireable issue.
Fireable offense. I agree. It's just wake up, black folks. Stop giving the N-word pass
Well,
to everybody.
Okay, now.
No? Is that too much? Is that too
I
much?
am not in the same
Is
car
that too
as you.
much?
I didn't eat that edible.
Nah.
I didn't eat that edible. What I'm
That's too
saying
much.
is,
A little bit too much.
hey,
If you're
listen.
gonna say the N-word,
no, understand. No.
and you are a visitor in the community that happens to be of our same complexion at times. At times, some of you are not.
Wow.
Some of you are. But if you look like us and you can pass, then you need to know the rules of the community.
So
You don't
So
say
selective.
monkey.
So
You
selective.
don't
rules.
say monkey
So selective rules.
to black people,
words,
period.
Words are all about.
It's so many other words.
No,
Because you know
what I'm
why?
trying to say-
You know why? Because if you could call me a monkey, I can call you a monkey. So that's why we don't say it to each other, because
So why
it's
not?
dumb.
What she should have called her
But
is an
but-
ugly monkey.
But
why she didn't come
but-
back with I'm a blue
but-
monkey, but you an ugly
but
monkey?
because she's dark skinned, she wouldn't have said that to a light skinned person. Because she's dark skinned, she used the word monkey. So that is the issue right there.
my
Boom, bam, bing.
my issue is words. Words actually mean nothing. It's the energy that you put behind.
Facts.
It. So
So she had said the B word, that would have been better?
no, it's the
You
same
blew
energy. It's the same energy.
Oh, you wouldn't have had a problem with that.
No, what I'm
Call
trying
her
to
the
say
B
is-
word, just don't call her a
It's
monkey.
but the thing
Are you
is that
serious?
No.
bitch is universal. It's the intent is the issue. The intent.
I intended to call you
the intent was
a blue
if
B.
she was
if
talking,
she said blue B,
no,
that's better?
No. If she was talking to another light-skinned woman, she would not say monkey.
Yeah, and if she did, you wouldn't
It's
have a problem with it.
colorism.
You wouldn't have a problem.
No, black people
If
don't
she-
say monkey.
No, don't talk about what they don't say.
You know
I'm
another
saying,
one? You know the
if
other
she-
girl from not Love and Basketball. What's the other show with Shaq's wife?
Basketball wise.
Basketball Wives. Another non-black Puerto Rican or whatever she is woman tells another dark-skinned woman that she's a monkey. Light-skinned privilege is alive and well. You don't say that to light-skinned people. You only say it to dark-skinned people, and that's a problem. Period.
Okay,
So
so
Point blank.
so that's an issue.
Wrap this shit up.
My
That's
topic,
an
yes. To wrap
That's
up
an
the
issue.
topic,
Agree
the end of the day,
with me.
it's clearly she used monkey in a racial tone.
Facts.
Because if you just wanted to call her a B word, you would just call her a B
Blue
word.
bitch.
You would've
Okay,
took-
blue bitch. She would have
you
said
would've
something
took
like
anything.
So you don't have a problem with that?
You
that.
clearly.
It's the monkey thing.
I
It's the-
answered a question.
So-
I
you
thought I
don't
did.
have a problem if
There's
she
a
said
problem
that.
with the whole show. I wish they would cancel it. I wish they cancel
Well,
every
cancel
show
the whole
like
thing
that.
because I
It
don't
makes-
watch it.
Because what I'm saying is,
I stopped watching it like when I got on
What
stage.
I'm saying
I never
is-
started.
at the end of the day, your word choice is because you are trying to be specifically hurtful
Facts.
about her race,
Facts.
not about anything towards
not
her.
a
What
You're
if she's really
person.
ugly like a monkey?
No, then you call her.
Ugly.
Ugly monkey?
You just call her ugly.
So is ugly monkey
you don't
better?
say monkey
Who-
is not
what
a
monkey is ugly? How I don't know
I've
how to
never seen a
determine.
cute
a-
monkey.
monkeys are cute. No,
This-
monkeys are cute. What are
All
you
monkeys
talking
are
about?
ugly to me.
I'm telling you, that's all.
Monkeys tend to be
super-
cute.
Oh, so why are you offended if I call you one?
Okay. you acting like that white woman who don't get shit.
No, but I don't understand.
You
If
got me
monkeys are so
cussing.
cute,
You got me.
if monkeys are so cute, why are you offended if I
giving
called
me-
you a monkey?
You giving me white indifference. You know what I'm saying?
No,
White.
I am saying to
dissonance.
you, if you have
giving me-
outrage,
No, here's-
apply it across the
No,
board.
here's the thing.
You're not.
You can't apply that across the board. And let me tell you why. So what you're trying to do is make everything equivalent. When it's specifically like to insult someone and to personally insult someone is different than to be bringing in something that is common among all people and use that
Right.
against someone. Like,
So both women are wrong then, because she said something that was not common amongst all people.
She made a personal
and
attack about her. So,
Right.
all right, we have to bring the context in, right? The context is we're in a box where we're fighting. We're going to be in a fight. So anything that we have wrong about fighting, that's out the box because we already here.
Right.
So now that we're in a fight that's about personal attacks, I'm
Right.
personally attacking to you about your relationship with your children.
Right.
That is not anything that's common amongst anybody else.
Correct.
Right.
I'm personally attacking you about your children.
Right.
When you come back and your comeback is not that you're an ugly B word,
Or that
not
your
that
kids is-
that's why you fat. That's
Right.
why you almost died in a hospital because
Right.
you wanted that butt surgery.
Right.
Nothing personal, but you went with that's why you had a blue hair monkey. You are clearly trying to be
Right.
something
More.
that's you're trying to be generic because you don't have something specific to attack her on. And that was built out of your colorism.
No,
your
I
racism.
don't agree, because remember, she probably did not want to go to something specific.
No,
because
no.
if I
No,
don't wanna-
that's what she
if-
do.
No, but listen, if kids are off
You don't
limits-
watch the show. You don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
listen to me. If kids are off limits and you say something about my children, I'm not coming back to say something about your children. Because if my belief is that kids are off
you have
limits,
to know her history.
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
I'm saying
forget
even,
about the
no,
history.
No. Even if you say that, right? Oh, I don't want to stoop to the kids level. Fine. You still could call her an ugly B word and be specific
Right.
to her.
You
Be
ugly blue hair
that's why-
bitch.
That's why your
Yeah.
eyes is
Yeah.
is wide and your nose is just as wide too. You
But
need to
she
do these
personally tried to find something that affects her group of people in her community.
No, she wasn't doing no group of
Oh
people,
my
no
God.
community.
No, what I'm saying
she's
is
not
she
that.
picked-
I don't find her to be somebody
How
who's
this one don't? Did
philosophically
she say
able
she?
to
No,
think about.
shut it down. You said you don't watch the show, so you don't know what you're talking about.
No, but I saw the clip.
you saw the clip, but I watched her for seasons.
No,
this is who she
but
is.
You
She's
can't
always
say who
been-
somebody is. You have met her. That's her character. Because remember, some of this reality stuff is definitely scripted. And I'm telling you,
Well,
that's
that was
for real.
scripted for her to
I've-
say to a black, dark-skinned woman,
Now
monkey.
this is what I'll say. Someone who doesn't care about her was editing this stuff.
Facts.
That's clear and apparent.
Somebody probably told her, don't
and-
say
and
blue.
maybe
Make
someone
sure you
who's
say,
not-
don't say black.
No.
But you could probably say blue.
No, but even if no, meaning like because you edit it in post, right? You can easily skip past
That's
that.
why I'm
right?
saying for
So
them
what
to
I'm
have
saying is-
included it in
But
the
it's in
show.
her spirit.
Wait,
It's in her
It's because
spirit.
it's edited by a white person who doesn't see an issue. And they're like, "Oh, this is a topic we could get further on.
Nah,
Let's interview this person."
They
and
was
say,
making sure
I can't believe you
they was
called
making
her a
sure her
monkey."
contract was completely ended. She ain't coming back. We don't like her. She be asking for
That's
too
the
much
point.
for the craft. Shut her ass down. Like we about to shut this show down.
Amen. Amen.
Can we drink to that?
And amen. And we will drink to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got through episode 2.
We did.
I didn't call you nothing blue.
And I ain't called
and
you
I
a
ain't
monkey.
and you ain't called me nothing black. The obvious is not existing.
You know, here's the moral. If you're gonna be a monkey, I'm gonna give a shout out to Ratman.
Please don't give no shout out.
Be
to
a
that man.
gorilla.
A gorilla is not a monkey, first of all,
It's a
because a
primate.
gorilla does not have a tail.
It's a primate.
But ladies and gentlemen, please look for our episodes every Wednesday on YouTube, because we are pushing out beauty and videos and lights and drinks and dresses and matching for all of you listeners.
Bopsy twins up in this. Oops.
Oops.
I done said the B word so many times.
That you feel proud of yourself?
No, I feel ashamed.
You should.
I feel ashamed.
Find us on Spotify.
Spotify,
Apple
I love that
Podcasts.
reverb. Apple
And Google Podcasts.
Google.
And what a fan base, whatever something.
We
something
working
she's
on
saying
that.
about.
We working on it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
she's-
great.
She's working on
It's gonna
that.
be great.
She's
It's gonna be
working on that.
great.
And as we say here on Diva Court, every time we close a show, we'll drink to that. That was not a sip.
It was a go. She got me fired up and ready to go.
Yeah, please go.
Now let's turn down.
We got to drink to that.